Welcome to Lark Canyon, where new construction and affordability come together. This is an amazing community, a Meritage home community right here in New Braunfels. And when I say affordability, I mean it. It is really hard to get a reputable builder in New Braunfels under $500,000, and we have homes here at $375 with a tax rate of 1.36. If you don't understand how big of a deal that is, give Steve and I a call. We'll let you know. A 1.36 tax rate, then you file your homestead. You're looking at a 1% tax rate at that point. That's insane. So we're gonna tour some of these beautiful homes, and you can decide if this is the right community for you. Let's get after it. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, like New Braunfels, make sure you subscribe or tap the bell for notifications to ensure that you are one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates.
My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Steven Garza and I get phone calls, emails, and texts from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move into the area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months away from making that transition, we would absolutely love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive in to Lark Canyon.
Welcome to this beautiful Meritage model home here in Lark Canyon. Of course, New Braunfels. You have a flex room. Really, they're staging it as an office right off the entryway. It's really supposed to be a formal dining room, but you're seeing more and more people turn these formal dining rooms into offices because how many people really use a formal dining anymore? But it does have a closet, which is nice. You could add doors here, but I'm calling it a flex room because you can use it for whatever you want. It's just extra space, right? And then as you come in to this beautiful home, you have a half bath and your laundry room. And then you have a great coat closet here when you come into the home. And then your garage entrance is right across right here. It is a 2-car garage. It's currently the office space for the builder reps. So then you come in to an all-in-one space, right? You've got your dining room, living room, and kitchen, one big open space. That's what people are loving these days. You do have a quartz countertop, lots of cabinet space, electric cooking. So this community is not gas, it is electric. And just a really good open space, good cabinet space, good size island. You know, this is a pretty large dining room table, which is kind of why I was saying that front room could be a flex. You could fit a really good sized dining room to have your formal dining in here. I would probably use that front room as an office. Put some double doors on there, but totally up to you. If you don't have crazy children that don't leave you around, that don't leave you alone and say mom or dad 75 times in an hour, you might not need doors there. We need doors there because we have children that are very needy. Great room. It's got a ceiling fan, good windows, great natural light in here. And your primary bedroom is downstairs. Yay! Very large. High ceilings, great bay window. It's a really, really big room for this price point. And then you've got a great primary bath, walk-in shower with a double vanity. And I'm loving this closet size. It's a great size closet. You also have a linen closet right here, which is pretty deep. So really good for that. Now let's go check out upstairs where we have 3 more bedrooms and a great game room. Let's go check it out. All right, so we are here in the game room. This is a great open space. They also have a flex space off the game room. Totally how you want to use it. Some people are using it as a media room, office. In this case, podcast room, whatever works for you. But it's a great little extra bump out space. I've had a client who bought this exact same floor plan with Meritage, not in this neighborhood, in a different neighborhood, and she uses this as her photography studio. So really, whatever you want to use it for. You have 3 bedrooms down this hallway. Bedroom number 3. You've got a full bathroom. Please don't mind the cabinets open. Got a little cold here. The last few weeks, they're trying not to get the pipes to freeze. This is your 4th bedroom in this home. It does have its own bathroom. And if Steve will pan up, it'll show you in this Meritage community, they are doing spray foam. That's a big deal. Spray foam is expensive. Not a lot of builders do it because it is expensive. Even more so, what makes it so amazing in this home is the price point. So this neighborhood sells anywhere from $375 up to high 4s. So to get spray foam and all this space and this price point in New Braunfels, I mean, really, you guys should be calling us right now. All of our information is listed right here. This is a great deal. So let's go check out the outdoor living space and backyard. So before we go outside, I just wanted to point this out because this is such a great visual. So not every builder does this, but Meritage is, obviously. This is an in-wall pest control that they put in the home. And why it's so cool is they put these lines, which I like this little tutorial thing so you can see it. It looks like this on the exterior of your home, but when they're constructing the home, they add this wire. So they are putting the pesticides here and it's going in between your walls, keeping your home pest free. This is really great for pets because you don't have to worry about them spraying in the home, it's in your walls. Now, I will say some builders are phasing this out because pesticides have come a long way in the last 10 to 15 years. So there are a lot of pet-friendly pesticides that you can spray in your home without worrying about it hurting your pet. So some builders are phasing it out, but I really like this. It's done before your home, before you move in, so you don't have to worry about it. And you don't have to let them in. Like, I don't know about you, but when they give you a window, like your pest control person will be here between 8 and noon and you have to be present, it's kind of annoying sometimes. So having it accessible on the outside of your home, they can just come in, shoot the pesticide in, not bother you while you're working, don't have to leave work to come home. Kind of a cool system. So let's go check out that backyard. All right, so we have a covered patio. With a great backyard. Of course, the model home backs up to no neighbor, to a green belt, so it makes it extra private. But New Braunfels is a beautiful city. This is a very quiet neighborhood. Silent, it's very beautiful. You have sod in the front and the back in this neighborhood, and they put sprinkler systems in the front and the back as well. So you don't have to worry about getting out that hose and keeping this grass alive. They added this landscaping. They don't do this landscaping. They just add sod. But you have the sprinkler system to plant extra if you would like. So now that you've seen the model, we're gonna go show you an inventory home so you can see. Now here at Meritage, this model home is very much like what you're gonna see in a inventory home. They haven't done like a ton of crazy upgrades like Perry and Highland do. So it's pretty much what you see, what you get. The flooring might change a little bit, but we're gonna go show you an inventory home so you can see they've got multiple floor plans here. So they do have different price points and floor plans here, anywhere from $375 to high fours, just depends on the floor plan, but they have great incentives running right now too. Again, I don't want to give you the specifics on the incentives because they change. So if you want more information on the incentives that Meritage are offering for Lark Canyon, when you're seeing this video, all of our information is right here. Give Steve or I a call, shoot us a text, or email us. Whatever works for you, we would love to help you out and find you a great home here in New Braunfels at Lark Canyon. All right, welcome to this inventory home in Lark Canyon. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We've got an entryway here, and as you come in, you have the garage to one side, and then you have 2 secondary bedrooms over here along with a full bath. Now, I do want to point out that there is a pull-down attic access. So you do have storage here in Texas up in our attics. There are stairs that pull down. You do not have to have a ladder, but I would just warn you, Texas gets hot. So don't put candles up there. You can put your Christmas decorations, but if you have candles, don't put it up there. They will melt. All right, so we have a garage here. Now this home is a little bit set on a hill, so you do have a drop-down garage. You have your sprinkler system that you can control here. And then you have your water heater. And then it is plumbed for a water softener. Now the other thing I want to point out is this lip that you see in the garage. This is now code in Texas. This is not, I mean, people like to think that it's storage space, but the truth of the matter is this bump out is there to stop your car, to remind you to stop so you do not run in to your home. So it is now code. I have a client who has ran into her home multiple times, didn't have this stop. So this is a great addition to Texas building code. All right, and it opens up into this great space. You do have a great coat closet here. And then great entertaining space. So you have a living room. Meritage Homes really has thought of everything. They've even added your plug up high so you can mount your TV and not have wires hanging everywhere. Great big living room, right into your kitchen. Really pretty granite and backsplash here, along with gray cabinets. Add some gold pulls on these cabinets and it would really pop. It's really beautiful in here. So you have a corner pantry. And then back across from your kitchen, you have a full dining room. So I do want to point out, if you haven't noticed already, this home has blinds. So not every new construction home comes with blinds. This is a truly move-in ready home. So let's go check out the primary. All right, so you've got a bay window area here. This little bump out is great. Just gives you that little extra room here in your primary. The other thing I want to point out that I'm very impressed with what Meritage is doing here is your baseboards. These are 4-inch baseboards. In most builds, you have to pay extra to get baseboards that big. So that's a nice little touch that Meritage is doing at no additional fee. Primary bathroom. Double vanity with a walk-in shower. And then a really great size closet. So right off of the primary, you also have your laundry room. And then you have this cute little nook here for a desk. This would probably end up being a catch-all for mail, let's be real. It's a little small. We have multiple children, so they definitely wouldn't be able to do homework there. But it is a great place. The truth of the matter is, it's more cabinets. Like, you can never have enough storage. You've got lots of little cabinet space here. So really great catch-all area for the home. So let's head outside, check out this covered patio. So pretty good size covered patio. This is larger than most in this neighborhood as well as in this price point. You've got a ceiling fan. It is fenced. Now, if you do go with this home or homes on this street, you get a nice little green belt back there, which is really nice. Very private. There's no plans to be built back there. The rest of the neighborhood is going that way. So you do have full sod, sprinkler system, front and back. So really great bonus. This property is listed for $410,000. So you get a good amount of space, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, with a great backyard backing up to a green belt, brand new. The other thing I want to point out about going with a new construction home is you get warranties that you don't get when you go pre-owned. So with a new build, every builder is a little different, so it's going to depend on the builder, but it's typically a 1, 3, and 10 or a 1, 2, and 10. Your first year is, as much as they hate us saying it, doorknob to doorknob, the house is covered. Now, if you scratch the wall because your kids are going crazy and playing around and they punch a wall, probably not going to fix it. But if something goes wrong within the home, they will come and fix it. If any cracks show up because the home is just settling in its first year, they will come fix it. Anything like that, it's a really great 1-year warranty that covers your whole property. Then either a 2 or 3 year, depends on the builder, is going to cover mechanicals. Mechanicals like your HVAC, your water heater, your dishwasher. You're going to have warranties, manufactured warranties with these things anyway, but you get an additional warranty through the builder for either 2 years or 3 years, depending on what your warranty package is. Then last but not least, you have your 10-year, which is structural. So your foundation. You're always going to see, in most cases, some settling. It's very common no matter where you're from, where you're at. But at 10 years, your foundation is covered. So if there is your foundation is failing or sinking, you do have that assurance of a 10-year warranty. So this community is going to have about 240 homes overall. It's a great community. Again, tax rate. You can't beat the tax rate out here. It's really going to allow you to maximize your buying power because the tax rate is so low. So if you're approved for $350 at a 7% interest rate, you will most definitely be approved for $400 here in this neighborhood because the tax rate is lower. So just keep that in mind. You get a better buying power in this neighborhood because of that tax rate. They also have great incentives. Give Steve or I a call. All of our information is listed right below. We will make sure we get you the most accurate and up-to-date incentives at the time that you are reaching out. They change about every quarter, so we don't want to give you false information. So just reach out, let us know, and we will get you the information you're looking for. Stick around. I'm going to give you this tour of this neighborhood on a map so you know exactly where it is in relation to New Braunfels and San Antonio. Thank you so much for tuning in, but don't go away yet. We still have more. Let's get after it.
All right, so now that you have seen this beautiful community that Meritage Homes makes in Lark Canyon, let's jump on a map so you can see where it is in relation to New Braunfels as well as San Antonio. So as you can see on the map, you have San Antonio down here, and then you have New Braunfels right here. Now, if this doesn't give you an idea of just how small New Braunfels is compared to San Antonio, I don't know what will. But New Braunfels is its own city, but it is one of the larger suburbs. It never was a suburb. It's just San Antonio is growing so much and New Braunfels is growing, so now they're kind of merging at some point. Cibolo really ends right here, which is right where New Braunfels starts. So you leave San Antonio, you hit, Selma, Cibolo, and then boom, New Braunfels is right there. So you don't really see any separation of the cities when you're actually driving on I-35. But I did just want to point out, the size difference. Now, New Braunfels really starts from here where Magnolia Springs is, and will go all the way around like this. So, and actually, to be honest with you, it actually kind of goes all the way out here. So this part is really a mix between some addresses say New Braunfels, some addresses say Canyon Lake, because that's Canyon Lake right there. So it's kind of, the lines are kind of intersected, but overall New Braunfels, as far as landmass goes, it's very large. It's very similar to Bernie, where you can kind of see Bernie here on the map over on this side. Obviously is a lot smaller than New Braunfels in terms of city, but landmass, they're very equal in that they have a lot of land and homes and development that's coming. So let's kind of dive in a little bit into distances. So as you can see, this is where Lark Canyon is, right here by Meritage Homes. It's right off Loop 337 and just south of 46. It is 15 to 20 minutes into San Antonio. It's really going to depend on I-35. If you've heard the horror stories of I-35, it is probably our most congested freeway, in my opinion, because I-35 goes from Mexico all the way to Canada, and the section of I-35 from San Antonio to Dallas is one of the most traveled sections of I-35 overall. So it just gets congested. If you're going around, 8 a.m. or 5 p.m., you're gonna hit traffic. So just plan accordingly. It will not be 20 minutes into San Antonio. It will take closer to 30. But overall, 15 to 20 minutes into this, northeast section of San Antonio, you're every bit of 40 minutes into downtown San Antonio from New Braunfels. Now, you are only 15 minutes away from Canyon Lake. You are 20 minutes into Bulverde, and then 40 minutes into Bernie, if that's what where you're planning on going. And then New Braunfels, if you go north on 35 further up, you'll hit San Marcos, you'll hit Kyle, you'll hit Buda, and then you'll hit Austin, Texas, the capital of Texas. So you're about 40 minutes from downtown Austin, give or take traffic on I-35. So you're really close to everything, but New Braunfels is known for a lot of things. There are two rivers that go through New Braunfels. So you have the Comal River, zoom in here. So you have the Comal River over on this side of New Braunfels right here. And then you have the Guadalupe River. So what I really love about New Braunfels is it's a lot of water activities. So you have two rivers that go through New Braunfels. You have the Guadalupe River that comes up from the north and comes through. So this is the Guadalupe River, goes through Green, comes down and snakes all the way. They consider this Lake Dunlap, but really it's a portion of the Guadalupe River. It's just a larger portion of the river, gets very wide in that area, and so they call it a lake, but it really just comes down and keeps going, the Guadalupe River. Over here, you have the Comal River that runs all through downtown New Braunfels and then meets up with the Guadalupe River. So you just have a lot of water activities. Why is this important? Because it's Texas and it's hot and you have a ton of people. It's become a very touristic location because people from San Antonio, Austin, other places are coming to tube the river to get out of the heat. So it's a great place. You can also go a little further north into San Marcos up here if you want to do some other tubing, but lots of tubing going on in New Braunfels. It's fun, it's slow moving, it's a good time. But then you also have Schlitterbahn here in New Braunfels as well. So you have a great water park, you have some great rivers, and you know, if you just don't feel like spending money and you just want to have some fun with the kids in the water, or just you and your friends, I literally would go almost every single weekend when my son was like 5 or 6, and we would just, there's all these parks, as you can see, it's green. So there's all these parks in New Braunfels, and you know, it's in New Braunfels, but on kind of the outskirts of New Braunfels over here by Lake Dunlap, where you can go, you just put your chairs in the water, put a, you know, a little tent. We did that for shade, but we would just sit there and barbecue, and it's free. You're just hanging out right by the water, and it's super shallow, like it's knee deep. So I could let him run and play. It's just a great area, great, very family friendly part of Texas here in New Braunfels, and it's growing. So it's not as small town as it used to feel. It's definitely gotten bigger. You definitely don't know everybody living in the city anymore like you do in Bernie. I mean, it's just growing. So a really great location, lots of things to do. You have really only 2 main freeways, right? Or 3, I guess you could say. You've got I-35 that runs right down the middle. It separates New Braunfels. You have Loop 337 that hooks up with 46. So Loop 337 really just helps you go around downtown, so you don't have to be all the stoplights, but it's really great, it gets you around. And then you have 46, which comes from Bernie, from Bulverde. It's a long freeway. Highway 46 comes through, meets up with 37, does a loop around, and then keeps on going. You can go 46 this way into Seguin. So that's really the main. I mean, when you zoom in into the city, of course, there are main roads that go through the city, but overall, those are like your main freeways. Then you have Green, Texas, which is really so cute. If you come to San Antonio to look for homes or New Braunfels, I highly suggest popping into Green, checking it out. They've got cute little shops. They always have concerts, lots of country concerts. I was just there with some of my girlfriends not too long ago to see Deanna Carter. So that was super fun. But lots of like country concerts. They have lots of concerts, but mostly country. Shops, restaurants. They have a restaurant on the Guadalupe River. It's very pretty. So definitely a must tourist place to go see. But you also have a lot of parks. So you've got KOAs, you've got all these different camps and resorts. So once you get closer, you know, to the hill country, which New Braunfels is in the hill country, you're going up towards Canyon Lake, out towards Bulverde. You're definitely in the hill country. The scenery changes. It's not so flat. It's definitely, you know, the topography changes to be more hilly, more trees. So it's really pretty, really beautiful. And if you've seen any of our other videos, there are a lot of neighborhoods with acreage going off 46, going out towards Bulverde. But for this video, the whole point of this is to show you where Lark Canyon is. So Lark Canyon is located right off Loop 337. And it's tucked away. So we're gonna zoom in here so you can see exactly where it's at. Okay, so as you can see, this location is great because you're right off 337. 337 has, you know, a ton of restaurants and things. Then you have Oak Run Parkway, which is right here. This is a main road that's gonna go all the way up and over Highway 46 there. But you have a major HEB. Obviously, you have fast food. There's a Chick-fil-A here. There's Schlotsky's. There's all kinds of restaurants and things to do, like nail salons, hair salons, all kinds of stuff in this massive commercial shopping center right here. Your grocery store, most important, is literally 5 minutes from this location. So you take Oak Run, and then you come down this road, and then it's literally right here. This is the neighborhood. So it's tucked away. It's all residential in this area. So it's very quiet. It's very peaceful. As you can see, you know, when we did the B-roll in the area, there's trees, it's hills. It's very beautiful community, and you cannot beat the pricing on these homes. So This is just a little to show you exactly where it is in comparison to the rest of the city. If I clear this out for you and zoom out a little bit more, you can see the community is here and downtown is right here. So you are 5 to 10 minutes to downtown New Braunfels. You're 10 minutes to Green over here because you're just gonna jump 37 right over to Green. Tons of restaurants over here, tons of restaurants in Green. You've got everything at your fingertips at this neighborhood. Then you throw in the low tax rate and the pricing on this community. You really can't go wrong with a home here in Lark Canyon. I hope this was helpful. It was very short and brief. New Braunfels isn't very big, so there's not a ton to go over, but it's definitely a cute little suburb town that you don't want to sleep on. If you are thinking about the San Antonio area, New Braunfels is a strong contender. It's growing very fast. And honestly, to get in a home under 400 in New Braunfels is pretty shocking and pretty amazing. So hope this was helpful. All of our information is listed right below. Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice, and we would love to hear from you. Drop us a comment if you felt this was helpful. Make sure you like our videos. That really helps us to get seen. So we thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.